Hello students, our next topic is density. If we take equal volume of two different substances, then what we observe is their mass is different. Their mass is different. For example, you might have visited any shop to buy some sugar, and if the shopkeeper uses a physical balance to measure the amount, then what he do to give us 1 kg of sugar is he places a 1 kg block on one side, and then he gives an equal amount of sugar on the other side. So then what we observe is, on one side the amount of sugar or the quantity of sugar, we observe quantity will be same, but the space covered by that sugar will be more than the space covered by the iron block. So means two substances having equal mass will have different volumes, or equal volumes of different substances may have different masses. So this is to compare the two things. We are now going to use one word that is called as density. So the density of a substance, it is defined as the mass per unit volume. Mass per unit volume of the substance. So density is equal to mass of substance divided by the volume of the substance. So density is defined as the mass per unit volume of the substance. So it is a scalar quantity. It is a scalar quantity, and the symbol used is called as rho. It is rho like this. Symbol is rho, and it is a scalar quantity. Now we have to talk about its unit. So if I am representing mass by m and volume by v, then rho is equal to m over v, and in the unit, for unit in SI unit, so unit of rho in SI, mass is measured in kgs and volume is measured in meter cube. So SI unit is kg per meter cube, so kg m raised to power minus 3, or its CGS unit is gram per centimeter cube, gram per centimeter cube. And now we have to talk about the relationship between these two, means relationship between SI and CGS. So let us say that I am talking about SI units, so that is 1 kg per meter cube. So 1 kg over meter cube. To convert this into CGS system, I know that 1 kg contains 1000 grams and 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter. So it will be cube here. So this will be equal to 1000 over 100 3 times. So this will be equal to 1 kg per meter cube is equal to 1 over 1000 gram per centimeter cube, or we can say that 10 raised to power minus 3 gram per centimeter cube. Or in other ways, we can write that 1 gram per centimeter cube, 1 gram per centimeter cube is equal to 1000 kg per meter cube. So this is what we should remember, and this is very, very important thing. Means if I say that the density of iron is 7.8 gram per centimeter cube, so what is the meaning of this now? So it means that if I take 1 centimeter cube of iron, then that will be equal to 7.8 gram. So if I am taking 1 centimeter cube volume of iron, then it will have 7.8 gram mass, or this can also be written as 7800 kg per meter cube. So means if I am taking a cubic block of 1 meter cube, then its weight will be 7800 kgs. So this is the meaning of this. Now next is the effect of temperature. So since we know that the most of the substance expand on heating, most of the substances expand on heating and contract on cooling. So what we observe is for equal amount their volume increases, means on heating the density of the material decreases. On heating the density of the materials decreases, and it increases with the decrease in temperature. So on heating density decreases. Density decreases. So why it decreases? Because volume increases. Because volume increases. And on cooling, what we say? The density increases for most of the substances, because so once again the reason is because most of the substances get compressed on cooling, so they contract. It's because volume decreases. Now there is one exception also. We have already seen the anomalous behavior of water. We have already seen this in heating chapter. What we observed is, so on cooling the temperature of water below 4 degrees Celsius, its density increases. Then its density decreases. So there is 4 at means water has maximum density at 4 degrees Celsius. Maximum density at 4 degrees Celsius. So if the temperature is increased beyond 4 degrees Celsius, means if I am going from 4 degrees Celsius to 10 degrees Celsius, or from 4 to 0 degrees Celsius. So in both these cases, so here on cooling, what we say is for most of the substances density increases, but for water, as we cool down water from 4 to 0, its density decreases, and here also density decreases. So this is the meaning of anomalous behavior, and the density or the maximum density of water is at 4 degrees Celsius, and that density is equal to 1000 rho at 4 degrees Celsius, 1000 kg per meter cube, or we can say that it is 1 gram per centimeter cube. So this is the maximum density of water at 4 degrees Celsius. This is what we should remember. Now the next term is relative density. So whenever we talk about the term relatives, means we are talking about some ratio of same kind of units. So this relative density is defined as the density of substance to density of water. So it is written as relative density, and it is the ratio of density of substance over density of water at 4 degrees Celsius. At 4 degrees Celsius, or in symbols we can write it as rho s over rho w. So since density is mass over volume, so it is mass of substance over volume of substance, and if we are taking equal volumes, then it will be mass of water over volume of water. So these two will get cancelled, so it can also be written as mass of substance over mass of water at 4 degrees Celsius. So this is relative density. So to define this in words, we will say that the relative density of a substance is equal to the ratio of density of substance to the density of water at 4 degrees Celsius. Or we can also say that it is the ratio of mass of certain substance to the mass of water at 4 degrees Celsius having equal volumes. Having equal volumes. So since this is a ratio, so the relative density has no unit. It has no unit. And it is also a scalar quantity. And it is also a scalar quantity. Also, in other terms, numerically, we will say that relative density is also equal to, means since we know that relative density equal to the density of substance over density of water at 4 degrees Celsius, and we already know that the density of water at 4 degrees Celsius is 1 gram per centimeter cube. So we will say that density of substance in gram per centimeter cube over 1 gram per centimeter cube. So that will be equal to numerical value of density in gram per centimeter cube. So relative density is equal to density in gram per centimeter cube. So for this, let us talk about one or two examples. Or if we want to express this in terms of kg, then it will also be equal to 10 raised to power minus 3 multiply numerical value, multiply rho in kg per centimeter cube. So it is better to write it in this way, numerical value of rho in gram per centimeter cube. Now you can talk about the differences between density and relative density. So density is the mass per unit volume, and relative density is the comparison, means it is the ratio of density of substance to density of water at 4 degrees Celsius. The unit of density is gram per centimeter cube or kg per meter cube, and relative density has no units. Now in terms of mass of substances also, it can be represented, means relative density is also equal to, since we know that the ratio of, for equal volumes, this ratio of substance to ratio of water can be written in the form of mass. So this can also be written as mass of body over mass of substance over mass of water displaced, mass of water. So in Archimedes principle, using Archimedes principle, we know that the mass of water of volume equal to that of body is obtained by finding the mass of water displaced by the body. So means this volume, this mass will also be equal to the mass of the substance displaced by immersing something. So means if I am writing it in this other ways, it can be written as mass of body over mass of water displaced by the body. Means if I submerge some liquid, some solid body in water, then equal amount of water will be displaced if it is completely immersed in water. So this can be written as mass over mass of water displaced by the body. So on multiplying both with g, if I am multiplying this by g and this also by g, then this mass mg will become equal to weight. So this can also be written as weight of body over weight of water displaced, weight of water displaced. And this weight of water is displaced is also equal to the loss in weight, or we can say that this is equal to upthrust. So weight of water displaced is equal to also upthrust, or we can say that this is equal to the loss of weight of the substance if it is immersed in liquid. This is what we have seen in the case of Archimedes principle. So this can also be written as weight of body over upthrust, over upthrust, and this upthrust is equal to loss, weight of body, and loss is equal to weight in air minus weight in water. Minus weight in water. So, or this is called as loss of weight of substance if it is immersed into the liquid. So, therefore, if I say that W1 is the weight of body in air, if W1 is the weight of body in air and W2 is the weight of body in water, then this can also be written as W1 over W1 minus W2. So relative density can also be represented in this form. Rest of the things you can read from the book and try to understand the things. Thank you.